Hey there, Hoop fanatics! Welcome back to Dish Hoops, your go-to spot for all things NBA. We're pumped to break down the top 10 games from Week 7, spanning from December 9th to December 15th, 2024. We've got some real nail-biters, unexpected upsets, and stellar performances to dive into. So, grab your favorite snack, settle in, and let's relive the best action from this past week in the NBA. 10. Suns 116. Trailblazers 109. Kicking off our countdown, we've got the Suns scorching the Trailblazers in a Sunday night showdown. Phoenix came out guns blazing with Devin Booker dropping 28 points and dishing out 5 assists. Anfernee Simons kept Portland in it with a 20-point performance, and Trailblazers tried to mount a comeback, but Phoenix's defense locked it down when it mattered most. 9th, Kings 111, Pelicans 109. Thursday night in the Big Easy wasn't so easy for the home team. The Kings pulled off a squeaker against the Pelicans, and let me tell you, this game was a roller coaster. De'Aaron Fox was in full swiper mode, slicing through the Pelicans' defense for 18 points and 8 assists. But the real MVP? Domantas Sabonis, who notched 32 points, 20 rebounds, and 3 assists. Talk about filling up the stat sheet. The Pelicans didn't go down without a fight, though. C.J. McCollum was a force of nature, bulldozing his way to 36 points. In the end, it came down to a clutch block by Domantas Sabonis on Brandon Ingram's potential game-tying shot. Sacramento escaped with the W, but New Orleans showed their no pushover. 8th, Pacers 121, 76ers 107 Friday night in Philly, and the Pacers came to play. Indiana's up-tempo offense had the Sixers gasping for air, and Tyrese Haliburton was the conductor of this fast-break symphony. Haliburton finished with 32 points and 11 assists, but it was his pace setting that really stood out. The Pacers were running like their sneakers were on fire, and Philly couldn't keep up. Tyrese Maxey tried to will his team to victory with a monster 22-point, 3-rebound performance, but the Sixers' supporting cast struggled to find their rhythm, and Indiana's balanced attack proved too much to handle. 7. Timberwolves 97, Lakers 87. Friday the 13th turned out to be unlucky for the Lakers as they ran into a brick wall named the Minnesota Timberwolves. This wasn't your typical high-scoring affair. It was an old-school defensive slugfest. Anthony Edwards led the charge for Minnesota with 23 points, but it was Rudy Gobert who stole the show. The Stifle Tower swatted away 6 shots and altered countless others, making life miserable for anyone who dared venture into the paint. Anthony Davis did his best to keep the Lakers afloat with 23 points, but the purple and gold couldn't find their offensive groove. Minnesota's suffocating defense held LA to one of their lowest scoring outputs of the season. Sometimes, defense really does win championships, or at least regular season games. 6. Celtics 123, Pistons 99. The Celtics put on an offensive clinic on Thursday night, dismantling the Pistons with surgical precision. In the absence of Jason Tatum, Peyton Pritchard was cooking, dropping 27 points and 10 assists. But the real story was the Celtics' ball movement. They were zipping passes around like a game of hot potato, finishing with 34 assists as a team. Detroit's young guns showed flashes of potential. Cade Cunningham had moments of brilliance with 18 points and 8 assists. But against a well-oiled machine like Boston, flashes aren't enough. The Celtics' experience and depth were on full display, proving why they're still considered title contenders. 5. Thunder 118, Mavericks 104. The Thunder brought the boom on Tuesday night in Oklahoma City. This young OKC squad is making some serious noise in the Western Conference, and they showed why against a tough Mavs team. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander continued his all-star campaign with a silky smooth 39 points and 5 assists. For Mavericks, Luka Doncic did Luka things, nearly notching a triple-double with 16 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 assists. But OKC's energy and depth were too much to handle. The Thunder's second unit outscored Dallas's bench 45-22, proving that in the NBA, it's not just about star power, it's about the whole squad showing up. 4th Bucks 114, Magic 109. On Tuesday night in Milwaukee, we got a glimpse of what could be a future Eastern Conference rivalry. Giannis Antetokounmpo was his usual dominant dominant self, bullying his way to 37 points and 7 rebounds. On the other hand, Jalen Suggs dropped 32 points and showed flashes of superstar potential. This game was tight throughout, with 12 lead changes and neither team ever leading by double digits. In the end, Milwaukee's experience and home court advantage proved too much. But make no mistake, Orlando's young core is on the rise, and games like this are invaluable learning experiences. Third, Lakers 116, Grizzlies 110. On Sunday night in LA, Anthony Davis decided to remind everyone why he's one of the best players in the sport. He dropped 40 points, 16 rebounds, and 2 assists. But this wasn't just the Anthony Davis show. LeBron James notched 18 points, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds. For Memphis, Ja Morant showed admirable fight. He scored 20 points, 6 assists, and 7 rebounds. Jaren Jackson Jr. stepped up with 25 points, 2 assists, and 5 rebounds. Zach Edey added 13 points, 1 assist, and 10 rebounds. 2. Rockets 91, Warriors 90. On Wednesday night in Toyota Center, we witnessed one of the biggest upsets of the season. The young Rockets, led by Alperen Şengün's 26 points, shocked the Warriors in a defensive battle. Jabari Smith Jr. scored 15 points, while Jalen Green added 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. This game was ugly in the best possible way. In the end, Houston's energy and hustle made the difference. For the Warriors, Jonathan Kuminga scored 20 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 assist, while Steph Curry added 19 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists. Overall, the Warriors' offense looked out of sync all game, and Houston's scrappy defense deserves a lot of credit. The game came down to the wire, with Fred VanVleet hitting the go-ahead bucket with 2.7 seconds left. Warriors fans might call it a fluke, but make no mistake, these young Rockets are for real. 1. Mavericks 143, Warriors 133. And now for our game of the week. On Sunday night, we witnessed an offensive explosion that had the scoreboard operator working overtime. Luka Doncic. What more can you say? The Slovenian sensation put on an absolute clinic, finishing with a mind-boggling 45 points, 11 rebounds, and 13 assists. But it wasn't just the numbers. It was the way he controlled every aspect of the game. Step-back threes, no-look passes, crafty finishes at the rim. Luka had it all working. The Warriors didn't go down without a fight, though. Steph Curry poured in 26 points of his own and 10 assists. Klay Thompson found his stroke, adding 29 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. In the end, Dallas's supporting cast made the difference. Kyrie Irving chipped in 21 points, while Quentin Grimes and Daniel Gafford added 14 and 10 points, respectively. The Mavs' offense was a well-oiled machine, and the Warriors couldn't keep up. This game had everything: superstars dueling, role players stepping up, and enough highlight reel plays to fill a week's worth of top 10 countdowns. And there you have it, folks. The top 10 games from Week 7 of the NBA season. From defensive slugfests to offensive explosions, we saw it all this week. Young stars continued to rise, veterans proved they've still got it, and a few underdogs showed they can hang with the big boys. As we look ahead to Week 8, there are plenty of storylines to keep an eye on. Can the Rockets build on their upset of the Warriors? Will Luka Doncic continue his MVP caliber play? And how will the Lakers respond after their tough loss to the Timberwolves? One thing's for sure, in the NBA, every week brings new surprises, and that's why we love this game. So keep it locked on Dish Hoops for all your NBA news, highlights, and analysis. Until next time, keep ballin'.